Monster Truck Racing. Last time out on Thursday Night Thunder, our final round showdown came down to Gas Monkey taking on the Nightmare Chevrolet to close out the August season. After they went over that last set of cars, it was all Jason Craddock and Gas Monkey claiming his 8th overall Thursday Night Thunder championship. He's trying to hang on to that checkered flag on the back of the old Gas Monkey Dodge as we get ready to kick off the September season of Thursday Night Thunder. Welcome MTA viewers to an all-new season starting on Thunder here tonight. Be sure if you're new here, crush that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and like this video, and be sure to comment down below and let us know what you thought of tonight's race, because right now, 16 of the MTA's top diecast trucks are going to be throwing it down all September season long, gunning at each other, not to mention at Worlds Collide at the end of the month as they take on 16 of the Smashdown Superstars. We got a couple of brand new trucks debuting here tonight. Ragin Steel, first time ever on the MTA circuit. We got a couple of wily veterans trying to stake their claim, as well as some new rookies trying to make big names for themselves. There you see the Gas Monkey machine, Jason Craddock, trying to hang on to that checkered flag here tonight as we kick off the September season. And right now, getting staged up at the line is Nathan Smith, the Barefoot Dodge, all the way from Pontoon Beach, Illinois. He was here last season with us, trying to get his first ever Thursday Night Thunder championship. However, he takes on an old wily veteran, Chris Baluk, now out of Brentwood, Tennessee, in the Pouncer machine over there, powered by a big block Chevrolet up under the hood. So a Dodge Chevrolet shootout to get us started in the September season of Thunder. Who's going to take it into round two? The driver's trying to gain as many points as possible by the end of the month. We're going green now in the September season kicks off, and Pouncer's got the early lead. Barefoot coming back on him now, and Pouncer looks like he pulls it out at the end. Chris Baluk out of Brentwood, Tennessee, in the Chevrolet-powered Pouncer machine took out the Dodge there as Barefoot tried to come back on him. Here's a look at your photo finish. Chris Baluk and Pouncer taking out Barefoot here tonight by about half a truck. Next up here tonight, inside of round one competition, the King of Kings, Bradley Graham in the King Sling machine, hailing from Kildover Hills, North Carolina, now set to take on Joseph Parker. Been out here a little over a year, driving the Taz machine. He's now staged over in that far lane. Now, we got to go back to Bradley Graham at King Sling. Had that wild crash to close out the August season. The crew thrashed all week long to get King Sling back in competition here tonight to kick off the September season. Is he going to make up any ground here tonight, or is Taz going to take it away from him in round one? Green light goes down, and Taz pulled the whole shot, but here comes King Sling on the inside lane, and Bradley Graham making easy work of the Taz machine here tonight inside a round one competition. King Sling moving on into round two, that is. And ladies and gentlemen, next up, an all-new truck for a veteran driver. Radical Rescue making his debut here tonight. Welcome back, Brandon Jager, a former one-time Thursday Night Thunder champion, as well as some other championships to his credential list. He is now set to take on Ethan Medlin in the Team Mint's futuristic SUV, all the way from Paxton, Illinois. He's now staged on the inside lane. One of these drivers moving on inside round number two. They've been out here on the MTA circuit for quite some time. The all-new Radical Rescue taking on Team Mitch, a front engine design truck. Both trucks are staged. Here's the green light now, and off the line they go. Radical Rescue with the early lead. Here comes Team Mitch on the inside. Trouble for Jager on the outside lane as Radical Rescue goes for a radical ride over that last stack of cars. Here's another look at your MTA replay. He pulls the whole shot on Medlin and Team Mitch. Watch here as they go up and over that first container. Radical Rescue by a truck length has the lead. Here comes Team Mitch on the inside, and a bad landing there for Brandon Jager and Radical Rescue in the event. Team Mitch moving on into round two. Next up at the line, another MTA veteran, Greg Durbin and Brutus, all the way from Columbus, Michigan, now set to take on Devin Treat and the all-new Metal Health. So ladies and gentlemen, get ready to bang your head here tonight as the Metal Health machine is making its debut. Devin Treat has a new truck coming out. This one just a temporary truck to get him through the September season. He's taking on an old veteran, and Greg Durbin and Brutus waiting on the green light now, and up the line they go. Brutus with the whole shot now. Here comes Metal Health on the inside lane, and the veteran will edge him out. dumping it over on the van stack. There is a hole in the center of that van stack that has some tires in it. Greg Durbin probably didn't know that. Nonetheless, they'll get him right side up, go over that truck, and make sure he's at 100% before coming back into round 2 competition. And I know that's not how Devin Treat wanted to debut the all-new Metal Health. He'll get it back together, working some bugs out next week. And right now at the line, Nicholas Moore, who debuted at the top of the year, a former one-time Thunder champion, now taking on Roland Cantwell in the Iron Outlaw Ford Expedition, hailing all the way from Tonganoxie, Kansas. He's trying to get back to the top of the Thursday Night Thunder Mountain. He's got to go through one of the top drivers. Nicholas Moore and Hot Wheels, always a consistent truck. Who's it going to be? It's going to be a battle of the Ford Oval Brigade here tonight. Inside of round 1 competition stage now. Here's the green light. Off the line they go. They're fairly even down the stretch. Red slightly going to the Outlaw. And what a ride for Nicholas Moore and Hot Wheels. And the Outlaw machine creating some carnage down here inside the shutdown area. But ladies and gentlemen, what a ride for Nicholas Moore and Hot Wheels. We're going to go back up to the top of the track. Take a look at your MTA replay, ladies and gentlemen. Right here off the line, they look fairly even. Slightly going to Roland Cantwell on the outside lane. Iron Outlaw maybe by about 3/4 of a truck. Here comes Hot Wheels on the inside trying to chase him down. Catches the top of the container, rolls the truck, slaps it hard on the cage. Nonetheless, Iron Outlaw, your winner. The Hot Wheels crew has got some work to do. Next up inside round 1, returning, Charles Stevens, the former one-time Thursday Night Thunder champion. Blue Thunder at the line, now ready to take on John Kadiux, who made it to the final round one time last season. He's trying to get back there in the big bad bull. Bulldozer over here on the inside lane. But Charlie Stevens in the Blue Thunder machine, a brand new truck underneath them there in that far lane. What's he got for the veteran and John Kadiux? Green light going down, and off the line they go. They're pretty even down the stretch. Slightly going to Blue Thunder. Kadiux almost in trouble. And Blue Thunder, Charles Stevens pulls it out. Built Ford tough once again, taking out the old Bulldozer. He got a little wild there, coming over that first set of jumps into that shutdown area. What a ride for Bulldozer. Nonetheless, Blue Thunder, your winner inside round 1. Now next up, an MTA veteran, Matthew Riley, debuted at the first ever Monster Mania, now driving the all-new Ragin Steel Chevrolet. He will get first crack at Jason Craddock in the gas monkey machine, now an 8-time Thursday Night Thunder champion. He wants nothing more than to hang on to that championship flag as we kick off the September season. He's got a tough task because Matthew Riley been out here for over 3.5 years. A brand new truck underneath them. Chevrolet taking on Dodge. Green light goes down, off the line they go, and they're pretty even going to the first step up and over the cars. Here it's close. Riley turns over the all-new Ragin Steel, and Jason Craddock in the shutdown area taking it down to the wall. What an incredible matchup. They were even all the way down to that finish line, ladies and gentlemen. A hard roll there for Ragin Steel on the outside lane. Not a way you want to debut a new truck, but you're chasing down the champion in the process. Here's a look at your MTA replay, and off the line there, pretty much door handle to door handle all the way down up until the first jump here. Watch Ragin Steel start to get a little lead on him as Gas Monkey bobbles up, and at the line, your winner, Matthew Riley and Ragin Steel, just edging out the Gas Monkey machine here tonight. So we will crown an all-new champion to kick off the September season. And it's not just about that flag anymore, ladies and gentlemen. They're all racing for the overall points championship. So it doesn't matter if you win as long as you're consistent all season long. So ladies and gentlemen, again, we're crowning a new champion as round 2 kicks off next. Don't go anywhere. We still got more side by side Diecast Monster Truck Racing coming up next after the break. If you can't get enough Diecast Monster Truck Racing action right here on MTA, be sure to check out our friends over at the Midwest Madness YouTube channel. Get ready to romp and stomp all over the track, tear up the trucks, and watch the carnage unfold. They host some of the best side-by-side Diecast Monster Truck Racing you will ever see. Also, check out all of our social medias. You can find them on Instagram, Facebook, as well as the Midwest Madness YouTube channel. Some great racing action you don't want to miss. Be sure to go over there and check them out. Like their videos and subscribe to the Midwest Madness YouTube channel. Always a good time over on the Midwest Madness YouTube channel, but right now we're kicking off the September season of Thunder with round 2 action. Pouncer set to take on King Sling. Team Mint is going to draw up against Brutus. Other side of the bracket, Sudden Impact taking on the Iron Outlaw, and then we're going to see Blue Thunder take on the man who just knocked off the champion, Matthew Riley and Ragin Steel. The crew's got him back But before we kick off round 2 action, we want to take you back to some action in round 1 that we missed and did not put in the show during round 1 competition. Metal Militia got set to take on Sudden Impact. Again, we did not show this during round 1. We completely missed it and we apologize, but right now, these two are going to battle it out. This is a round 1 race. Metal Militia, Chase McClure, made a huge impact on the MTA circuit last season in Metal Militia, ready to take on the Livewire champion from earlier this year, Sawyer Ramsdale and Sudden Impact. A battle of the Ford Oval. Here's the green light now, and off the line they go. They're fairly even down the straight stretch. Metal Militia with the early lead. Here comes Sudden Impact in a close shootout all the way down to the wire. Both trucks end up on the van stack inside of the shutdown area. What a wild ride it was, but I do believe that Sudden Impact got him at the line. Here's a look at your MTA photo finish. Your winner, Sawyer Ramsdale and Sudden Impact by inches, taking out Chase McClure and Metal Militia. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting round 2 action kicked off. Sorry for any confusion. We did miss that race earlier tonight. And right now, as round 2 goes underway, Chris Baluk in the all-new Pouncer machine he built and designed himself, sent down here to the MTA circuit. He now finds himself in the second round against the King of Kings, Bradley Graham and King Sling, who's trying to make up for some ground from last week. King Sling suffering some damage in the semifinal round last week. He now finds himself against Pouncer here tonight inside of round 2. Both trucks are staged. Green light goes down there even off the start. Here comes King Sling on the inside lane, up and over the car. Doing a wild ride there for Chris Baluk in the Pouncer machine. Almost similar to what Brandon Jager did earlier tonight inside a Radical Rescue. We are going to take another look at it. King Sling got a little sloppy there in the shutdown area. Here's another look at your MTA replay. They're even off the start. Coming down that straight stretch. King Sling starting to pull a slight lead on him. Watch Pouncer on the inside lane as he got a little bobbled up, lawn darts the truck and goes end over end into the finish line. And your winner, Bradley Graham and King Sling, moving on in the semifinal action. But up next at the line, Greg Dermott, a former 3-time Thursday Night Thunder champion, now set to take on Ethan Medlin out of Paxton, Illinois, a one-time Thunder champion to his credit. Team Mintz at the line, now staged on the outside lane. Earlier tonight, these drivers were throwing it down inside of round 1 competition. They look fast. They're going to throw it down here in round 2. Who's going to take it all the way to semifinals and get lined up against the King Sling machine? Both trucks staged. Green light going down and off the line they go. They're fairly even now, going into the first jump up and over the cars and it's going to race. And Brutus turns it over inside of the shutdown area. Not sure what happened. He got a little crossed up there, tried to correct it, and over she goes. Brutus upside down. Somebody give that dog a belly rub because it was a close race down to that finish line. Team Mintz putting up a good fight. As we go back down now to your MTA photo finish, your winner, Ethan Medlin and Team Mintz by a nose, taking out the old pup in Brutus here tonight inside of round 2. Next up in round 2 competition, who we saw make up the race earlier tonight, Sawyer Ramsdale, Sudden Impact back at the line to take on Roland Cantwell in the Iron Outlaw Ford, a former 2-time Thunder champion, and earlier this year took home the 2023 Renegades Rampage Championship. And again, speaking of 2023, Sawyer Ramsdale and Sudden Impact took home the Livewire Championship from earlier this year. These two drivers are fairly ranked neck and neck. 2 Ford Ovals going to shoot it out. One out of Frackville, Pennsylvania. One out of Tonganoxie, Kansas. Green light going down off the line. They go, and they're pretty even going to the first jump. We got a good race going on, and it's close. And Sawyer turns it over inside that shutdown area, but Roland Cantwell wasn't going away on him as they fought it out all the way to the line. Here's a look at your MTA photo finish. Your winner, Sawyer Ramsdale and Sudden Impact, will edge out the Iron Outlaw here tonight inside of round 2. But ladies and gentlemen, we get set to close out round 2 action. Charlie Stevens returns in the all-new, built for tough Blue Thunder, now set to take on Ragin Steel. Matthew Riley, an MTA veteran, been out here for 3.5 years. The all-new Ragin Steel Chevrolet went for a spill earlier tonight inside of round 1. The crew's got him back. He's running at 100%. Ford versus Chevrolet here tonight to close out round 2 competition. Who's it going to be? We got 2 great drivers at the starting line. Ragin Steel taking on Blue Thunder. We're waiting on green. Down the straight stretch they go now, and Blue Thunder got the whole shot out of here. Comes Ragin Steel on the inside, and Blue Thunder trying to make up the ground over the last of the cars. But your winner, Matthew Riley and Ragin Steel, keeping it shiny side up to end out round 2 competition. A good run there by Charles Stevens and Blue Thunder. That's one fast machine he's got. And ladies and gentlemen, we're now down to 4 trucks remaining. We started with 16. Who's it going to be taking home the championship flag to kick off the September season? Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to find out next. 4 trucks remain. Semifinal action is coming up next after the break.
This This isn't your typical motorsports podcast. You're listening to Crush This, a monster truck podcast presented by High Octane Coffee and J Concepts. A show where we take you inside the minds of your favorite drivers, past and present, of the monster truck industry. And now, your hosts, Brad Shaw and Dan Chichagash. Buckle in. The show starts now.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the September season kickoff on Thursday Night Thunder. We're now down to semifinal action. King Sling taking on Team Mint, and on the other side of the bracket, Sudden Impact taking on Ragin Steel. And now, if that's not an early 2000 matchup, I don't know what is. Sudden Impact and Ragin Steel going to throw it down. But right now, Bradley Graham returns to the line, and King Sling out of Kildover Hills, North Carolina, former 10-time Thursday Night Thunder champion, set to take on Ethan Medlin out of Paxton, Illinois. Team Mint's at the line, former one-time Thursday Night Thunder champion. He's got a tall order ahead of him because Bradley Graham and King Sling has been nothing but impressive since they've debuted that truck. Both these drivers want this win bad. Who kicks off the September season going to the finals? Team Mint's taking on King Sling. Here's the green light now. Off the line they go. They're fairly even coming down the straight stretch. King Sling with an early lead over the car. And Team Mint tried to hang with him the best he could all the way down to the finish line. But Bradley Graham and King Sling too fast here tonight as we kick off the September season of Thunder. A good run there by Medlin and Team Mint, making it all the way to semis. That's going to help him a lot in the overall points chase. But right now, we're going to find out who meets King Sling in the finals. Matthew Riley in the all-new Ragin Steel machine, set now to take on Sawyer Ramsdale and Sudden Impact, the 2023 Danger Zone champion. Sudden Impact, the Ford now out of Frackville, Pennsylvania, stage down to take on the all-new Ragin Steel. Matthew Riley, a veteran out here, the 2020 Summer Heat Shootout champion. Both these drivers are staged. Ford versus Chevrolet. Who meets King Sling in the final round showdown? Here we go now as we get set for green. Off the line they go down the stretch. Sudden Impact with the other lane. Here comes Ragin Steel on the inside lane. Not going to be enough. And Sawyer Ramsdale and Sudden Impact held it out from the start all the way down to the finish line. He will meet King Sling in our final round showdown. A good run by the all-new Ragin Steel. Just not enough against Sawyer Ramsdale and Sudden Impact here tonight to close out semifinal action. But ladies and gentlemen, we're going to kick off the September season with a great final. King Sling taking on Sudden Impact. You won't want to miss it. Don't go anywhere. The finals are next after the break. And ladies and gentlemen, if you can't get enough Diecast monster truck racing, we told you about our friends over at Midwest Madness. We want to take you over to another YouTube channel. That is Monster Truck Championship. They throw down each and every week for the Monster Truck Wars on Monday nights at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So if you can't get enough Diecast racing, be sure to go check out Monster Truck Championship over on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. You won't regret it. They got some of the top trucks in the league, and they're ready to throw down for you each and every week on Monday nights. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the September season kickoff on Thursday Night Thunder. It's now time for the finals. Bradley Graham and King Sling, Sawyer Ramsdale and Sudden Impact. A showdown for the final round in week 1 of the September season. Bradley Graham, again, a former 10-time Thursday Night Thunder champion, took home the 2023 Wildcard Championship earlier this year. Now taking on Sawyer Ramsdale again, took home the 2023 Danger Zone Championship. The Ford based out of Frackville, Pennsylvania. He's trying to come up with his very first Thursday Night Thunder Championship. We're about to find out. Ladies and gentlemen, week 1 of the September season, King Sling taking on Sudden Impact. It's showtime here tonight down the stretch. They go, they're fairly even. King Sling pulling a lead on him now over the car. It's all Bradley Graham and King Sling. But Sawyer Ramsdale and Sudden Impact was giving him a run for his money, getting all kinds of crazy inside that shutdown area, trying to chase down King Sling here tonight in week 1 of the September season. A great final as we wrap it all up. Sudden Impact putting up a good fight. Here's another look at your MTA replay. Off the line they go. They were fairly even. King Sling now on the outside lane, starting to gain a little bit of more momentum. Sudden Impact trying to make up the ground as they go up and over the first stack of cars. And right here as they get a little crossed up, it was all Bradley Graham and King Sling taking out Sawyer Ramsdale and Sudden Impact, who put up a wicked fast time here tonight. But nonetheless, King Sling is your winner. So ladies and gentlemen, please help me at this time on congratulating Bradley Graham and King Sling on your 11th Thursday Night Thunder Championship. And now, ladies and gentlemen, as we take a look at the overall point standings as we close out week 1 of the September season with tonight's big win, Bradley Graham and King Sling holding out the overall points chase with 100 points to his name. However, rounding out your top 5, Sawyer Ramsdale and Sudden Impact with 90 points, Matthew Riley and the all-new Ragin Steel with 80 points, and then Ethan Medlin and Tim Mintz right behind him in 4th place with 80 points to his own right. And again, rounding out your top 5, Charlie Stevens and Blue Thunder with 60 points. And ladies and gentlemen, once again, the September season is just getting underway. We still got a lot more great racing action still to come all September season long, not just on Thunder, but on Smashdown as well, as these two worlds are going to collide at the end of the September month. Thank you all for coming out and watching week 1 of the September season. Be sure, if you haven't already, cross that subscribe button, and I'll catch you down the road.
Standing tall up in victory lane, I done brought the pain and now they screaming my name. Yeah, everybody saw me rock the place. Now there's flashbulbs are popping and mics in my face. Always giving the crowd what they need. Now they're wearing my shirts front row to nosebleed. Now the crowd forms is what it's all about. Signing autographs until the lights out. Yeah, it's about that. It's about that. It's been a long time. It's about that time.